The day before Christmas, and that last dash to the mall. For merchants, another frenzy of selling. But there were no malls in Bethlehem long ago. No lights, no friends. Indeed, Christmas had a humble beginning. This is a special edition of Running to Win, helping us understand what the real cost of Christmas was, especially to Mary, the mother of Jesus. From the Moody Church in Chicago, this is Running to Win with Dr. Erwin Lutzer, whose clear teaching helps us make it across the finish line. Today, join us as Dr. Lutzer concludes a Christmas message on the manger and the sword. Mary is watching Jesus on the cross as he commends her to the care of John.
This is the first indication of the New Testament of surrogate parenting. Very important. What Jesus is saying to John is he's saying, John, take my place. Look after her just as I would look after her. Look after her just as I have been looking after her. Most Bible scholars think that Joseph by now had already died because he just disappears from the pages of the New Testament very early on. And Jesus is saying, John, be to my mother all that I have been to her. Take care of my domestic responsibilities. And you know, isn't that exactly the place where the church is at today with its single parents? Some of you women, single mothers, bless your heart, you need surrogate fathers for those children. Some of you widows need other people's sons to take care of you. And the infirmed and the ill need the care of those who are able to help them. And really represent Christ and stand in for Him and be all that Jesus would be if He were here physically in the flesh. Some time ago, my wife read to me a story. Pointed it out that she had read about a man who left his wife, lived adulterously, then divorced his wife, married the other woman and had several children by her. And then he realized that he was dying of cancer, and he knew that his wife, his present wife, would never be able to take care of those children. But he remembered that his first wife was such a fervent, loving Christian. He asked her to rear his children that he had by the second marriage. And she did it. She did it, and she said she loved those children as her own. I can almost hear Jesus on the cross saying, woman, behold your children. And again, children, behold your mother. Take my place in the broken, fractured families in America today. Mary was there and she saw all that. And that's the time when that sword that Simeon predicted would come into her heart. The sword reached its most sensitive target. The very heart of a woman who had to see the Son of God die, the boy she had born, and he dies helplessly, and there are no angels that come to deliver him. And there are no voices out of heaven that prevent the crucifixion. There is nothing but gloom and darkness and pain and anguish. And here she is being told 33 years old earlier, oh, blessed art thou among women. So that's what God's blessings are like. Yeah, exactly. The blessings of God often come wrapped with burdens. And the pain sometimes is very evident in the very good things that God gives us. There is honor and there is often hurt, great hurt. You say, well, Simeon predicted that a sword would pierce Mary's heart, but we don't have that kind of a sword today, do we? Oh, yes, we do. We do. You know, Jesus said a remarkable thing, and you need not turn to the passage, but it is there. I'm not making it up. In the 10th chapter of Matthew, verse 34, he said, behold, I come not to bring peace to the earth, but he said, I come to bring a sword. Wow, that does not seem like a Christmas text, does it? And yet that's the words of Jesus. You see, what Jesus is saying is that because of my coming, Homes are going to be divided. He says fathers are going to be divided against their sons and mothers against their daughters, because there are going to be those within a family who accept Christ as Savior, and there are going to be those who reject Christ within the very same family. Now, some of you know exactly what I'm talking about, because you're going to be going home for Christmas and you are going to be with families that are divided. You know Christ as Savior, perhaps, but your parents do not, or it could be the other way around. Families are divided in all kinds of different ways. Some of you right now, you're in a marriage where one of you is a believer and the partner is not a believer. And you know that no matter how much fellowship there is, no matter how good the relationship might be, still there is always that knowledge that there is that barrier, because there is one that belongs to Jesus Christ and there is another that does not. And Jesus said, that's why I came. I came to bring that kind of division, because those who are loyal to me are going to be separated from those who do not know me. And Christ divides the human race in two. He divides this congregation in two. He divides our radio audience in two. And there, even on the cross, He did, because on the one hand there was one person who said, if you're the Son of God, save yourself and then save us. You know, if you're God, do something. Like my wife's boss of 20 years ago, when she worked in an insurance company, said, if I ever get to heaven, if I ever see God, I'll say, well, where have you been? Why aren't you doing something? Well, it's part of the human race, the greater part of the human race. But on the other side, there was a man who said, oh, this man is not dying like the rest of us. He said, oh, remember me when you come into your kingdom. And Jesus said, today you shall be with me in paradise. And even the cross itself divided humanity down the middle. And Jesus said, I come to do that. I want to remind you today of something, that at Christmas time,